Hello, welcome to Closet Coaching. So for anyone who's been following me for a while, you may know that I'm an occupational therapist, and I have used a lot of my neuroscience background and also my sensory theory background to inform the way that I think about binge eating and food, at least in part. And so I wanted to just bring up two ways that I've seen this show up with clients just today, because I think some people may really resonate with one or another sort of way of thinking about it, and in some cases both ways of thinking about it. So one way that I personally experienced it was that food is this sensory input that's really grounding. Like when you feel fullness in your stomach, it's like you can't ignore your body. You're there. It's like this feeling of being pulled down. There's gravity. It's like I am here. And for someone who feels constantly anxious and untethered, and like there's no stability, and feeling like we need an anchor, sometimes food becomes almost like this not only metaphorical, but like this bodily, this way of accessing presence through our bodies when we can't necessarily find it in our minds. And I've seen this play out with many different clients. But then on the flip side, another thing that I'm really noticing a lot lately with some of my clients is that it helps dissociate. So it does the opposite. It's like when the body is too present, and when we feel like we need to disconnect and get out of our bodies because of histories of trauma, or simply just feeling like the thought that being inside our own skin is just feels unsafe and feels triggering, food is like this way of like pushing it down, of like pushing down the body, getting away from the body, and like leaving it and becoming dissociated from it, almost to numb it, almost to like put the food in it as a numbing agent so that you can't even feel it. And I've seen this show up, and I think the differences of how food would be used and how that would show up differently for people depends on personality, depends on how sensitive we are with sensation. Some people are sensory seeking, some people are sensory avoidant, some people need deep sensation to feel things, and history and histories of trauma, whether with a capital T or lowercase t. And there's so many ways this could show up, but I think it's interesting to talk about as far as thinking about like what food may serve for you. Like, is it helping you connect and get grounded, or is it helping you numb and dissociate? And sort of, obviously working with a therapist around those concepts if they're relevant to you, but just as another way of reframing what food might be doing for you, I think sometimes can be a helpful lens. Okay, I will see you tomorrow.